Hi everyone, I'm Chris Mill. I'm an M&A advisor, but I'm also a solar evangelist. I have it on my own house, and I really think every commercial and industrial building can probably benefit it as well. So I wanted to bring on a guest, Tom Alexander. He's from a company called Renewable Energy Partners, just to talk about it and the benefits of what it can do for your property. Take it away, Tom.
Thank you for inviting me on your show today. Um, I've been in solar for the last 14 years. Started my career basically with single family homes. Probably the last 5 years, I've kind of morphed into the commercial side of it because a lot of my customers own are the business owners and they own buildings. And they said, Tom, you put 30 on my house. Could you put, a bunch on my business? And of course, the answer is sure. Let's get the data. Let's analyze it. Let's see what's best for you. And, you know, and that's really how it's kind of evolved. Um,
So from what I understand, Rep Solar is a developer, and so they do everything. They're not just a sales company. They're doing everything from the beginning through the installation, the engineering, everything. Can you just share a little bit about Rep Solar?
yes, I discovered them about 5 years ago. A friend of mine referred me because I had a large project with a homeowner association to put solar on their buildings and on their parking lots. So we struck a relationship. The owner has been in the business about the same time as I have, and he's just a real genuine, very healthy company, which is very good in looking at the contractor. So they'll be around when services are needed, which they will be because this is an electronic system and some parts will fail, but we got great manufacturers to support the warranties.
And when you go to a business owner, give me a quick pitch. What do you tell them?
Well, essentially, what is their future with this property? Are they going to keep it for 5, 10, 15 years, or are they looking to outgrow it, maybe move on? And there's tremendous tax benefits. Currently, 40% within the first year of federal tax credits. And again, when they look at the state and federal depreciation up to maybe another 40, 45%, the first year write-off for them is almost 75 to 80%. Which
Let's just underscore that. I mean, that is incredible. So let's say, give me an example, a typical size project for you guys, the cost, and let's just then do the math on 80% of write-off with the IRA credits and the depreciation. So what would be like a typical sized solar system for, and including battery for a commercial building?
Well, typically, again, it's the word typical is based on how much power are they using. So that's why we have to collect the data. It's called interval data or 15-minute data to really analyze to see how they're using their power every 15 minutes of each day. Then we come back with an analysis, and in some cases, batteries are not necessary, but probably more than half the jobs they are. Basically storing their own power instead of sending it back to the utility, which is now paying them very little. And if they're a very sensitive business, maybe they need backup of power, the ability. So in case the utility shuts down, then we can at least power up their necessary equipment to keep them going, backup, if there's any backup needing, so they don't get their business collapsed. And then when the solar comes back on, or meaning the utility comes back on, then they get back to business. So it's just what are the goals of this customer and how can we help and reduce their cost of energy?
Let's just do a hypothetical then. Let's say it's a $400,000 system it's going to cost them. And let's
Mhm.
say they're deciding to buy it. Okay. They're going to buy it from you guys.
Right.
So you're saying that pretty close to 80% of that they can write off the first year.
Yes, please consult their tax advisors. When we give a proposal, we give a pretty detailed proposal. Have them review it to see how it best suits their needs. They can spread the tax credits over a period of years. So I heavily suggest that they don't take my word, but take their financial experts on see how this can help their business.
Let's close this segment off. Give me an example, a success story of one of your customers.
Well, it's basically, you touched on an earlier comment about a PPA, power purchase agreement, which we use in a lot of nonprofits where they don't come up with any money. We support it. We also carry a lot of the nonprofit paper in our own portfolio, which makes this a lot different from a typical contractor that has to find financing. So from a point of view of nonprofits, whether they're churches, schools, associations, with no money into it, first year they could have savings. And so they can use their capital money for other expenditures. But it really makes it a smart, business that they pay for the power they're using cheaper and no money out of their pocket. So it's a great plan moving forward for nonprofits.
That's great. Well, thanks, Tom. And for any of you out there, you can go to what's the contact information, Tom, that people can reach out to you.
Well, my phone number is area code 951-522-0822. And of course, the email, the company email is tom.alexander@renew EPI Edward Paul Ice Cream.com.
That's great.
Or they can always find me on the internet by putting Tom the Solar Guy.
I love it.
Yeah.
Hey, so we'll do some more of these. Thanks for watching, everybody. And
Thank you.
get some solar on your roof.
Thanks.